What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC25 Road to Glory video where we're going to be taking our team into Rivals today to first of all develop some Evos and second of all try out some new players and some new evolved players. I'm doing it a bit backwards today because I've already like evoed some players and stuff, and the reason why is because I wanted to actually start today with a comment from yesterday's video live rather than talking about it not live. And the comment is, let me just put the team back together real quick. The comment is from Philip. He says, can you please show the matches played on the starting 11 in the next episode? And I was like, still Dre, baby. Of course I can. Of course I can. So this is the 11 that we're using the most at the moment. This is like the generally best starting 11 for Arsenal. You will notice that Kieran Tierney has now been fully evoed, which is really delightful. I have also got, I've fully evoed Rafinha and nearly finished on Danny Olmo, and I'll take you through those in a moment. But I've also got Miles Lewis Skelly is upgraded to a 68 now. And although he's only 2-star, 3-star, this card's coming along, man. He's going to be, I'm sure of it, one of those broken cards in like 3 or 4 months where he's got like 99 dribbling, 97 passing, 95 physical, like 90 pace, 80 defending, and like, 52 shooting. But his passing's so legit. His dribbling's very good. He's got some really nice play styles, and we're not even finished with him yet. But we've got a little Evo path on him. What I was going to do was today, what my plan was for today was to grind some rush with the viewers. We did end up playing 6 or 7 games, but it just takes so long to do anything in there. So the plan was to grind rush, to get some packs, open those packs, maybe do an SBC, see what we can get, and then play some Rivals games. But it's just a painful process, guys. It's a painful process. It must be for you guys as well, because I've already finished champs today. We finished that yesterday, as you guys saw. In terms of the objectives that's there for rush, it's so hard to get rush points. Like, you need the 2x points from the one player of the month rush objective thing. But to do that, it gives you requirements that require, quite often, the player of the months that you don't have or you can't get, or that are crazy expensive. So we're picking up, even when we're smashing people, with friends, like 4,000 points a game. And you can see there, we've played 8 and we won 7, which is quite mad, to be fair. Scored 17, assisted 16, but only 30,000 of 100,000 rush points. So I wanted these packs for you guys today. I'm not going to be able to get there for that today. And then I've also got a few more weekly objectives to do just to get those extra 2,000 SPs. And then in terms of like the live stuff here, nearly finished on this. Need to do 6 squad battles games, which I'll also like marry up with this here, which won't be a problem. I've got plenty of time to do that, so I'm in no rush. And then the Centurions Player of the Month and Team of the Week play. You can see here, we're getting there. Team of the Week victory, win 12, and tag team win 1. Buying Harry Kane was a part of that by accident, but also kind of worked. Assists and goals are there. And then Team of the Week takedown we still need to do. And it's the same for Player of the Month. Player of the Month, Goal Glory. Assist of the Month, Double Threat. I just need to use some of the Player of the Month cards. But we've got 12 days on these, so I'm in no rush particularly with those bits. But in terms of the actual team, guys, so I want to show you the games first of all. And David Raya, what a liability he is on this team. Mostly because of his height. 6 foot tall is terrible for a goalkeeper anyway. And the fact that he only has cross-claimer is awful. I really need to get Petr Cech as a matter of urgency. And he's got sweeper keeper. But he's played 252 games for us. In at right back, we've got Ben White. 416 games. 5 goals, 8 assists, 5 yellows, and 1 red. I really need to upgrade this Ben White, guys. Like, with everybody, and I mean everybody now, having either Adama Traore or Nico Williams or, we're coming up. Basically, every winger we face has got like 90 plus pace and then a chem style that gets it to 99. And Ben White is decent, just can't compete, man. He's probably the biggest liability in the team right now. And I can tell you that with some confidence because we've got over 400 games on him. 212 games on this William Saliba. 2 goals, 4 assists, 5 yellows. Of course, he is tradable. I still haven't packed his gold card yet. I'm going to take you through my teams in a moment as well on that. I've lost about 150-ish thousand coins, 140,000 coins on him. But we've played over 200 games with him. So we've definitely got value out of him. Calafiori is up to 195 for the games played, 23 goals and assists and 3 yellow cards. And then Kieran Tierney up to 143 games played with 18 goals, 14 assists and 3 yellow cards. Bukayo Saka, who I paid 118,000 coins for, 209 games, 78 goals, 70 assists, 2 yellows. Much like how I can feel with like Ben White, Bukayo Saka is really falling behind the power curve. And it's due to not necessarily his in-game stats, because his in-game stats aren't too bad. His pace is definitely a bit of a problem. I can notice he's slower. I might put like a catalyst or something on him to try and get that pace upgrade. But the 3-star skill moves is a big faux pas in this game. Not having 4-star or 5-star skill moves on a winger is just devastating for this game. And then when it comes to his play styles, again, he's got finesse shot. Of course, you guys have seen me score a lot of finesses with him. He's got whip pass, but not having any other passing play styles, not having like anything too valuable in terms of other play styles in general. You know, no relentless, no Travella, no quick step or rapid. He's a bit of a letdown. I need a better version for him. We've got Declan Rice, guys. 225 games, 2 goals, 34 assists, 3 yellows. We've got Martin Odegaard, 329 games with 58 goals and 142 assists, 5 yellows, 2 reds. Raheem Sterling with 134 for goals, 33 for games, 33 for assists, 33 for goals, 48 for assists. And Raheem Sterling, much like White and much like Saka, he just isn't it. He just isn't it. Like maybe I need to put a different chem style on him. I don't know. Maybe again something for pace and dribbling would be better. Maybe like an engine would be better for him. I tried to boost his shooting to try and take use of that finesse shot because he has got quick step, rapid, long ball, whip pass, finesse shot. He's got some good play styles. To be fair, he's got some decent physicals as well. But yeah, maybe I just need to try him on a different chem style. But again, having a 3-star weak foot sucks. But the 4-star skill moves is pretty nice on Raheem. Gabriel Jesus, absolutely love this card. Can't wait until we can get him to 4-star or better. But I got no faults with this card. 155 goals in 166 games with 44 assists. And yeah, I mean, the card's cracked. He needs more play styles, but he's good. Relentless really helps with him. And then Kai Havertz, 240 games, 191 goals, 98 assists. He's the best contributor, no question about it. We played him a lot at centre mid as well when we tried like one striker formations and stuff. I'm looking forward to him getting upgraded to that 91 rated. I'm hoping his price like kind of pops off a little bit when that happens, because at the moment I'm down about 200,000 coins on him, maybe 150,000 coins, but we've got a lot of use out of him. Now I changed the team. Initially I had Guti, and you'll see some of the games here today with Guti, Olmo, and the Rafinha in. And I played with this team for a little while because A, it gets full chem, and B, I really wanted to get Rafinha and Dani Olmo those chem. The Evo boosts. Guti was there just for the chemistry off the back of that. Everyone still gets full chem, which is really, really nice. And I tell you what, guys, I've tried so many players at left mid. I've tried Pires, Ljungberg, Sterling, Gabriel Martinelli's in form, Trossard's in form. After I got the Power Shot Plus on this card, you're going to see some goals today, man. You're going to see some goals. Oh, it's crazy. He's just good. He transformed the way I play, man. He's so good. I then got a red card with Dani Olmo, and I put Thomas Partey in here because I was like, do you know what? I really like Thomas Partey. Like, he's got a few better properties than Declan Rice and a few worse, but I wanted to play with him because I played with Declan Rice a lot. And like I say, Dani Olmo had the red card there. And so I wanted to use Harry Kane. And the reason why I wanted to use Harry Kane is because I was talking about finesse shot. One of the games that I lost, or what, I might have even drawn it or won it. I was like, these Power Shot Plus guys are so good. I was like, but this is the thing, man. This is the reason why people go for meta teams, is because it just makes it way, way easier. So I bought this Harry Kane. I was looking at his player of the month. I bought this Harry Kane instead. And I was like, 50k for this 91 rated card. He's an ex-Arsenal player. He played for the Arsenal under 9s or something, which is like great for me. Not that we need explicit ex-Arsenal players anyway, but, I was like, having 2 Power Shot Plus players and a Finesse Shot Plus player, it's going to be lights out good. So I took Guti out and I put Odegaard back in. Yeah, and then I also put Desai in over Calafiori to get a bit more chemistry. And I got Harry Kane up there. And then once Dani Olmo gets his red card gone, which he has now, Dani Olmo will go back in there, and we're basically on full chem with this team. And once Danny Olmo gets fully evoed, I just need to win one more game in Rivals or Squad or Rush or whatever, and Olmo gets his evo. We'll get full chem and I'll go back to the main team. One thing that I noticed, I don't think this Kieran Tierney is very good at all. You know, we played 143 games with him. He's got really good stats. He's got great pace, good physicals, very good like defending, good dribbling, decent passing, press proven, jockey, quick step and stuff like. But he's just awful. And so I'm actually going to put Calafiori back in at left back. Calafiori's a bit faster. He's got more shooting, not that matters, more defending. Less physical, way less dribbling and passing, but he's just a better player overall, in my opinion. And then the last thing that you're going to see in the video today in terms of evolutions is I was running out of time on incisive deep lying playmaker. And so I looked at who I had in my club, who was past and present first owner. And this guy right here is Ibrahim. I had one other as well, Matt Smith, that I could have put into incisive deep lying playmaker. I went for Ibrahim because 6'1". And I thought, you know what? He could be a really good player for us. Being English as well, he'll link with a lot of the other Arsenal players. And he's just got potential to be really, really good. So I thought, yeah, let me throw him in. He's not going to be crazy. He'll only be evoed as well if there's no Arsenal player that's eligible for an evo. But that's where we're at with that. So let's get into some gameplay for today, guys. And I've got some more comments from today's video that I'm excited to talk about. So let's go. Right, guys. Into some gameplay footage we go and some evo claiming we go. And before we actually start watching the gameplay, I just want to take you guys through a little bit of a difference of having a stupid meta player makes. And I know we've talked about the meta and the kind of RTG team and how far it is behind the meta and stuff in general. But honestly, changing Rafinha to having Power Shot Plus, even though none of his stats changed, made the world of difference. And as I said earlier on in the video, you're going to see some unbelievable goals from him today. Some, like, not even some of them, they're all just broken, right? But there's some unbelievable goals from him. And I never realized, I did realize, I didn't quite appreciate how much of a difference having somebody that's meta and fits your play style makes. And for me, Rafinha is probably the best card in the team by far. Having the combination of Trickster and Power Shot Plus and being a winger rather than a striker is quite mad. And the reason why that's quite mad is because, with Gabriel Jesus, the abilities to score power shots with him are limited because obviously he's not in the game as much as a midfielder is or a defender. I wonder if a left back would possibly be one of the best options for a Power Shot Plus kind of guy. But yeah, it's massively, massively surprising. By the way, how that's not a foul on Ben White, I don't know. It's massively, massively surprising how much having a Power Shot Plus player makes. And the role that in this team that currently Olmo is playing, but the role that in general Thomas Partey or Declan Rice play for me in this team, that's the role for a Power Shot Plus, because they just sit in a little pocket of space 30 yards from the edge of the box. By the way, how is that not a foul on Kieran Tierney? I swear this game's so broken. Yeah, they just sit in a really, really tidy pocket of space where there will be so many opportunities, like right there, to hit the Power Shot Plus. Instead, we get Rafinha through with the speed boost and the finish 4-2-1. Now, as I said, guys, I've got some comments from yesterday's video. I've only got 4, and we've got 20 minutes of gameplay today. But I feel like it might, you know how I waffle. It might take a little bit longer than that. Liam says, "Bravo, Nep. This is the best video you've posted in ages. The attitude swing is absolutely what you need for both your enjoyment and for the videos. Just playing the champs with the Arsenal team and accepting it is what it is and just taking the rewards as they come is the absolute best mindset. It's about the journey. The results just aren't a big deal." And the reason why that's so true, anyway, it is true. What a finish, by the way. It is true because you can finish on 7 wins and pack a 10 million coin card, on 15 wins and pack like the worst possible rewards that you can get. The difference is this year, it's so hard to come by any form of like fodder, or there's no menu grind or whatever, that making sure you get that 83 by 10 or 84 by 10 is actually quite important if you want to do some SBCs. You know, there's probably like 4 or 5 SBCs that I would really, really appreciate completing. I just don't have the fodder. I just don't have the fodder. He said anyway, if you want to go 15-0, then we need a meta rat RTG. I don't think I can go 15-0 anyway. I'm just not built for it these days. I think it would take a lot of conscious, dedicated practice, not just playing, but playing against like much better players than myself to learn and understand the mechanics of how they play, how they behave, how to beat them, how to, you know, improve upon them. It would mean I would have to change other aspects of my life. You know, these pros that are so good at the game, they practice so much, man. Like, they're so good because they practice so much. And I just don't really have the time for that these days. He said, but smashing your champs out like this with the attitude of whatever happens, happens, and I'll still have the weekend off it now, is just a great position to be in. The FOMO and the sense of having to properly grind and ultra lock into every game for a single win high in rewards just isn't worth it, and it doesn't contribute in any way to our enjoyment of the series and seeing you struggle. Yeah, however, with that being said, I think next week I want to do 5-5-5. I want to do 5 Friday, 5 Saturday, 5 Sunday, and see if it makes a difference. And what was really interesting for me today is I watched Matt HD Gamer. Most mornings, actually, I watch Matt if he's live. And Friday morning, I think he finished on like 8 wins or 9 wins on a 15-game run-through. This morning, when I started streaming, he was 9-2 and was winning his game for 10-2. I don't know what he actually finished on, but in my head, I'm thinking, damn, Saturday's just easier, man. Saturday's just easier. He then continues on, you hit an icon from more wins, great. He's useless, doesn't fit the Arsenal theme, so is 90 fodder. I look forward to your videos going forwards even more so if you keep this positive mindset. Giving Lewis Hamilton a Fiat 500 and making him race the Grand Prix wouldn't leave him beating himself up or lamenting the race. He'd still know he's a great driver and go, oh well, my car's just bad and can't keep up. Your team is a disadvantage, but a disadvantage that's paramount to the entire essence of the series. This series is about building a team personal to you and us watching how the journey unfolds and watching them grow from struggling to competing, much like Arsenal in real life, from the Emery days to the Arteta days. Not a measure of your skill or a challenge of getting 15-0. Not about that. If we wanted 15-0 themed teams, we would watch Harry Hesketh. Oh yeah. We love you for your content, man. Just enjoy it. We're going nowhere. And yeah, it's like, I get it. I truly get it. And like I said in yesterday's video, one of the things that you get as an advantage of playing with the same team over and over is you really start to learn them. By the way, how is that not a foul? Yeah, one of the things that you get is an advantage is like learning how they play. But by having an advantage of learning how they play comes a disadvantage of knowing what they can't do. And that's why we ended up picking up Harry Kane for a game in today's video. It was more about a bit of discussion that I had on the stream where I was talking about meta. And I was saying, like, because of this Rafinha and what you're about to see him now start to do, because of course he didn't have the Power Shot Plus until this game, I was just like, guys, man, like, this is why people use Son all the time. And every team we play against has some variants of Thuram, Sissoko, Nico Williams, Adama Traore, Darwin Nunez. Like, this guy's got Darwin right there. He's got Mohamed Salah because they're the meta players. I don't know how I didn't get offside for that. Never mind. You know, people just have the meta players because they just make playing the game so much easier. And the thing that I was talking about with Harry Kane, especially after I scored a goal with him in this video, because one of the last goals you'll see is like a 25-ish yard finesse shot from Harry Kane. It's nothing crazy. It's not an unreasonable goal. Like this, that's an unrealistic, ridiculous goal, right? The Harry Kane finesse shot is not an unrealistic, ridiculous goal, especially not from somebody who is as strong as Harry Kane, right? And as good at football as Harry Kane in real life. It's not that bad. I don't know how I didn't score that, by the way. However, my point was, right, I've got Harry Kane, he's got finesse shot plus, I bang it top bins from 25 yards. The alternative was, let's say I did that Retigue SBC, not the player of the month one, but the one that's a little bit better. Let's say I did that Retigue SBC, and I've got him in the same position as Harry Kane. With Harry Kane, it's a goal. With Rafinha, it's a goal. With Gabriel Jesus, it's a goal. With Retigue, I can't hit that shot. I can't score from there. So what's your option? Your option is to then try and work the ball into the box. What happens when you work the ball into the box? You are faced with 8 defenders. And so it's like, this is why people have the Sons, the Griezmanns, the Salahs, etc. The Darwin Nunez's as we're facing again. The Adama Traore as we're facing again. And that's where I kind of like, after that, you see there. That's why I wanted Kieran Tierney gone, man. He was weak sauce. But you see it. You see it. And it's a shame, like a crying shame, the way this game is at the moment. And I hope EA give us a big patch to fix a lot of the problems. But the way the game is right now, what a touch that is from Traore. I don't even know if he meant to do that, but what a touch that is. Yeah, the way the game is now, if you don't have a very explicit meta, you are just at a dramatic disadvantage. And that is okay if you are willing to just accept it. I'm still a little bit in the phase of I can't accept it yet. I still want to be able to win all of the games that I play with my Arsenal team. Even if I can't, I want to be able to. But thank you for your comment. Next comment we've got is from Romes. He says, you say you don't have any fodder, but you keep selling all your high-rated players. Correct, you are right. However, two things for that. So first of all, I want to obtain as many coins as I can to buy the best players I can from the Arsenal version of things. You know, it's not as easy as it was in previous years to amass coins. A lot harder this year, that is for sure, especially because I think this year we've also had a situation where the Evos are way more expensive for way lower boosts. You know, I've probably already spent about 600,000 or 700,000 coins on evolutions. You know, that's a good chunk towards Thierry Henry, right? But it's one of those situations where for me to have the fodder, we need the menu grind. For me to have the menu grind, we need the coins to invest in a menu grind. Also, like, if I didn't sell the high-rated cards that I was packing from rewards, what did we get this week in rewards? I think I got 189. What was it, Hegerberg? Or 189 and then 186 or whatever. That is not going to change anything. I'm not all of a sudden going to be sitting here on like banks and banks of fodder. By the way, we're up against another Darwin Nunez. I'm not going to be able to all of a sudden, just get banks and banks and banks of fodder because I don't sell the high-rated cards. There's not enough of them. I had a look, right, at what I could do with regards to the Darwin Nunez, actually, because I really would like him. I think he'd be great for this team, for a game, for a weekend, for a rivals run, whatever. I literally cannot afford to do him. Unless I spend all my coins. I can't spend all my coins because I also am in a situation where I need to spend another like 90,000 on the Bon Mati. The new one that came out today is 25,000. The other one there is 80,000. So I need coins for that as well. And EA, like, you know, we've been through it, but EA have just made it crazy, crazy difficult. And how about this for a goal, guys? This is Rafinha and his first power shot plus coming in clutch right there from the corner. We love to see it. We've got Alec Marcus says, why not use informed Trossard? I presume that you mean for the power shot plus Evo, or just in general. I wanted to show you my teams. I built all the teams today for Arsenal men, Arsenal women, Arsenal specials, men and women, Arsenal heroes, men and women, and Arsenal icons, men and women combined. Just to get an understanding for myself, what I have packed and what I haven't. There's not actually that many Arsenal specials available. There's like Velty, Williamson, and one more of the women. I can't remember who it is. I packed Velty, I packed Williamson. I didn't pack the other one, but I did buy her. Can't remember who it is. Oh, McCabe. I bought her. And then for the men, the only specials that we've got is Havertz, who I bought, of course, Trossard and Martinelli, and Gabriel as well, I beg your pardon. He's got 2 special cards. I was kind of debating today. I was talking through it like with myself initially and then with the stream when I started streaming. But I kind of was debating today, like, what do I want out of this account really? Like, and the debate for myself came from Rafinha and who's our other midfielder here this game, by the way? What? My first thought was like, you know, I've done Rafinha, I've done Dani Olmo. We put them in. I could have just bought the Arsenal players, right? I could have just gone and bought Leandro Trossard or Gabriel Martinelli. I think Martinelli might have been too much pace or something, but Leandro Trossard, I could have bought him, could have put him in that Evo, could have had Power Shot Plus on Leandro Trossard. He would have been great. Why didn't I do it? And the answer is because he wouldn't have been first owner. But then I started having that kind of like conversation with myself of, do I want to be first owner specifically and miss out on some fun Evos? Or do I want to just Evo, like, do I want to buy the Arsenal player, but know that when another Evo comes for them, I have to go for the first owner card instead? Or do I just want to Evo some Arsenal past and present players, which is exactly why I put the Ibrahim in an Evo today. And there's so many Arsenal past and present players, like so many. Or do I want to just stick with best options that I've got first owner instead of the Arsenal players that I've got first owner? And I think when it comes down to it, what my kind of conclusion is I do want the Evo players to be first owner. That's just it, first and foremost. I don't know why are we watching this again. No, yeah, I do want the. I was watching this one here because I don't know how Gabriel Jesus wins that header. It's crazy. But look at that ball from Rafinha. He doesn't even have whip pass, guys. But what a ball from Rafinha, and it's me showcasing again how good Rafinha is. But yeah, I do want the players to be first owner. I know it's a weird little quirk, and I know not everyone cares. I just care. It just makes it way more satisfying to me knowing that I was the only person that had that version of that card in the game. And as I say, I know it doesn't really mean too much to a lot of people, but to me it means a lot. I think the other thing that I'm going to do is just make sure, I know I've got Olmo and Rafinha and this now, but I'm not going to keep those guys. I mean, I'll keep them for now, but they'll fall out of power curve eventually. They'll just be 2 Evos in the club forever. But I'm going to just do Arsenal past players, even if it's like youth players that moved on. Like I say, I've got Matt Smith in the club. We've got players like Aubameyang and Sanchez, and there's an insane amount of ex-Arsenal players, Emile Smith-Rowe and such. And so I'm just going to use those players, generally speaking. I'm going to use those players and Evo those ones up so long as I've got them first owner as well. And then the last comment from today is from Douglas. He says, "Hey Nep, seeing you master power shots with Jesus makes me feel like you missed out a lot on not completing the power shot team of the week Evo on Trossard. And yes, you are right. And the reason why you are right is for what you've seen in this video from Rafinha. If that was Trossard, now Rafinha obviously has Trickstar, which really helps. But if Rafinha was Trossard, I would score so many really, really, really nice. I don't know how I read it, that man. I'd score so many really, really nice goals with Trossard. Instead, he's got 5-star weak foot as well. It would be so easy to bang shots with him, like so easy. But he wouldn't have been first owner. But I kind of, it's again the situation of needing more fodder and needing more coins, guys, right? Because that team of the week player pick is there twice per day, and it contains 81 plus 1 of 3. You know how cheap Trossard is specifically, but Martinelli as well. Do you know how easy it would be? Look at this. How have we missed that, man? Oh, what a shot. That would have been 3-2 in the 91st minute. I would easily pack them. I just don't have the fodder. And I don't understand what EA's point is in this game right now. But yeah, anyway, he carries on to say, I did, and he's a monster. And this is where we bought Harry Kane, guys. And if I've got enough time, I'll take you through why I bought Harry Kane instead of doing the Player of the Month SBC. It says, I was playing with striker on 4-3-3-2, moved him to cam on 4-2-3-1 with left mid and right mid during the Ballon d'Or weekend using Mbappe as striker, and he became one of my favourite players in this game cycle purely because of his power shots. I got my best finish 10-5 with him, and now I'm trying to build my new team around him. Don't you think you miss out on a lot of potential by not completing Evos unless you're using first owner cards? By the way, love your videos. Much love from Brazil. So first of all, thanks for the comment. The reason why I don't think I miss out on a lot of potential by not using first owner cards is because, as we saw with last year's game cycle, the Evos just get better and better. And in fact, how many times last year was you looking at a card and thinking, damn, I need to restart this Evo now because the Evo that I've got is so far worse than the Evo that I could have. So you end up deleting the card that you've got and restarting. So I don't think I miss out. I think there's way too many Evos and way too many players and way too many promo cards for it. That there will inevitably and eventually be another Power Shot Plus Evo that Trossard fits perfectly into, where he then brings us joy. And if we are looking at this game and this series as what truly can we make to the end of it? It wasn't like it last year. We kind of deviated and went back and deviated and then just gave up altogether. I mean, outrageous, isn't it? So yeah, it isn't quite like it was last year. But I'm really looking forward to biding my time with this one because I think the patience is going to pay off long term. Now, in terms of Harry Kane, like I said, I ended up buying him. I wasn't going to do the Player of the Month anyway. I was thinking about it, but I wouldn't have been able to complete it because I didn't have enough fodder. But I bought the Inform because it's 2 pace less, and I think 2 passing less, and then just ones in all of the other stats less. and yet it's a 50k tradable card that still offers basically all of the same things. And the reason why that's so good is because I can sell him afterwards, right? And it's like, if I didn't like him, I could sell him. If I loved him, I could keep him and, you know, maybe get an Evo on him or wait for a better promo card or something. But yeah, I think some of these SBCs, and it's why I'm very confused with the game in certain situations as well. It's like, that Harry Kane player of the month is so expensive, but it would be about 100k on the market as a tradable card that you could buy, use, sell, right? As an untradable asset, you can put your fodder into it or your coins into it, you can use it, and then once it's kind of like no longer part of the rotation of the players that you're using, you can put it into an SBC. That's Harry Kane's goal. What a goal, by the way. You can put it into an SBC, or you can, you know, like stare at it every day going, oh, I can't wait for an Evo from this. But anyway, guys, as we score our lovely goal there from Bukayo Saka, I think I've got a couple more goals to come in this game as well. I'd just like to say thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate the support you guys continue to give. You know, this series is really starting to develop in a way that I actually like. It's a shame that I'm not quite getting the results that I actually want, but I'm hoping that they will come. Yeah, I'm hoping that they will come as I get better at the game and get more used to the team. But that for today, guys, is going to be the end of the video. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, peace.